You think wealth is about how much you earn. It's not. That's just mental accounting at its worst. An illusion that makes you feel like you're playing the game. But the real game, it's hidden in the quiet corners of your brain, where your financial decisions are born. You know, the place that tells you to buy a new car because you deserve it. Here's a brutal truth. What you earn is a noisy number, a distraction from the real wealth-building machine. So, you're not just playing the wrong game, you've been sold the wrong rulebook. The illusion is deep. Enter loss aversion, your brain's glitch that makes keeping what you have seem more valuable than gaining more. This is the hacker in your brain causing you to hold onto bad investments. It's why you can't let go of that underperforming stock or that timeshare you never use. You're not careful, you're stuck. And while you think you're safeguarding your wealth, you're actually just feeding your psychological bug. This is why your financial strategy feels more like a leaky bucket than a solid vessel. Your brain, that great architect of mental accounting, is the same one that tells you later is a fine time to save. This is decision fatigue in action, delaying important financial decisions until they fizzle into forgotten dreams. You think you're being strategic, timing the market, waiting for the perfect moment. But in reality, you're just procrastinating with a fancy label. And every later becomes a never, a delay tactic masquerading as strategy. Your financial future isn't being planned. It's being postponed. Let's talk about the quiet wealth you ignore while chasing loud gains. The scarcity mindset convinces you that there's never enough. Is why you scramble for quick wins and flashy returns. But wealth isn't about having more. It's about needing less. Your brain has been trained to believe in scarcity, always searching for the next financial hit. This mindset keeps you in a constant state of hustle, never allowing you to feel financially secure. It's a treadmill, not a journey. You think your financial habits are just bad luck or lack of discipline. But here's the kicker. They're not. It's a cognitive bias you weren't even aware of. Your brain, in its infinite wisdom, makes you believe that external factors control your wealth. This is the ultimate glitch, believing that the storm outside dictates the calm or chaos inside your wallet. The truth? The storm is in your mind. Your financial decisions are an algorithm your brain runs on autopilot, and it's time to debug. Welcome to the mechanics behind your financial illusion. You think you're following a disciplined path, but really you're just responding to cognitive bias. It's like believing you're steering the ship while your brain is really navigating the waters. Your brain loves patterns, even if they're faulty. It's why you repeat financial mistakes, thinking each time is different. You're not foolish, you're on autopilot. The illusion of discipline is a mental comfort blanket, shielding you from the hard truth. Your decision-making process is a pre-programmed glitch. It's not you, it's your wiring. Let's dissect luck. It's the excuse your brain uses to explain away financial missteps. You attribute gains to skill and losses to bad luck. Classic mental accounting error. This is how you justify rash investment decisions or impulse buys. It's all part of the narrative your brain writes to protect your ego. You think you're being rational, but you're just patching holes in your financial logic with fairy tales. Your brain is a master storyteller, spinning luck into skill and skill into luck, maintaining the illusion of control. Now, let's uncover the hidden logic your brain runs. Your decisions aren't failures. They're part of a flawed operating system. Mental accounting and sunk cost fallacy are like bugs in this system. You mentally separate money into different pots, treating each as distinct, while it's all the same currency. The sunk cost fallacy binds you to past investments, making you throw good money after bad. These glitches convince you you're acting wisely, but in reality, you're trapped in a loop of poor decisions. It's not a moral failing. It's a system error. Here's why your brain loves these glitches. They're simple. Your mind craves simplicity in a complex world. Decision fatigue makes you stick to easy patterns, even if they're harmful. It's easier to say, "I'll save later," than to face financial reality now. You think you're conserving energy, but you're actually wasting opportunities. This inclination for simplicity over complexity is your brain's lazy attempt at efficiency. It's not a failure of willpower. It's a cognitive shortcut that's derailing your financial journey. So what's the big reveal? Your financial strategy isn't a series of conscious decisions. It's a series of pre-programmed responses. The illusion of choice is compelling, but it's just a sophisticated mirage. Your brain is running a script and you're the lead actor. The script is filled with cognitive biases, loss aversion, and mental shortcuts. You're not making decisions, you're following a script. The glitch isn't in the stars. It's in your mindset. It's time to debug. Let's face the raw cost of your current pattern. Over a lifetime, these mental glitches drain more than just your bank account. They rob you of time, happiness, and peace of mind. Consider the small decisions that seem trivial. Buying that morning latte, subscribing to services you barely use, holding on to that bad investment. Each choice is a micro leak in your financial reservoir. It's not the big purchases that cripple wealth. It's the accumulation of small, mindless expenses. The real cost is not monetary. It's a life spent in financial anxiety. Now, the pivot. Your brain's glitches are not just liabilities. They're potential assets. That same mental wiring that traps you can also liberate you. Think of loss aversion. It can prevent reckless spending if redirected. Decision fatigue. It can lead to efficient habits once you streamline your choices. Cognitive biases. They can be recalibrated to favor long-term gains. Your brain's not a broken machine. It's an untapped powerhouse. The very mechanisms that bind you can be reoriented to build quiet wealth. So, how does this glitch become leverage? First, acknowledge the patterns. Awareness is the precursor to change. Then, redefine your decision-making algorithms. Instead of defaulting to mental accounting, consolidate your financial view. One account, one goal. Loss aversion can become your ally. Use it to question every expense. Is this worth more than my future security? This question flips the narrative, turning financial caution into a wealth-building tool. You're not erasing your brain's wiring. You're rewriting it. Now, let's turn decision fatigue into a strength. Automate your finances. Set up systems that make the right decisions for you. Direct deposits into savings, automatic bill payments, investment contributions. These are not just conveniences. They're strategic defenses against your brain's laziness. By establishing these protocols, you reduce the mental load. Your brain can now focus on higher-level decisions. You're converting a glitch into a productivity hack. The less you decide, the more you accumulate. Finally, let's recalibrate cognitive bias. Instead of fearing loss, cultivate a mindset of opportunity. Train your brain to see investments not as risks, but as steps toward financial freedom. It's a mental pivot from scarcity to abundance. Instead of asking, "What might I lose?" ask, "What can I gain?" This simple reframe is your brain's new protocol. It's not about ignoring risk. It's about contextualizing it within a broader vision of wealth. Your brain, once a shackle, is now a catapult. So what's the protocol change? It's time to embrace the art of being quiet wealthy. First, silence the noise. Unsubscribe from financial chaos. That means cutting out unnecessary expenses and distractions. Your brain thrives in chaos, but it's time to train it to find peace in simplicity. The quiet wealth mindset means focusing on the essentials, what truly adds value to your life. By eliminating noise, you create space for strategic thinking, allowing your wealth to grow quietly but steadily. Next, adopt a long-term perspective. Remember, quick wins are just that, quick and fleeting. Quiet wealth thrives over years, not days. This requires patience, a trait your brain naturally resists. It wants immediate gratification, but you must retrain it to value patience as a tool, not a sacrifice. The tortoise wasn't slow, it was strategic. By embracing this mindset, you're not just building wealth. You're constructing a financial fortress that stands the test of time. Then, prioritize financial literacy. Knowledge is your greatest ally in debugging your financial software. Educate yourself on investments, saving strategies, and wealth management. Your brain is wired to fear the unknown. By illuminating the dark corners of finance, you transform fear into confidence. This isn't about becoming an expert overnight. It's about continuous learning. With every new piece of knowledge, you gain leverage over your financial future. Your brain, once a reluctant apprentice, becomes a savvy architect. Now, let's talk about intentional living. Quiet wealth is not just financial. It's a lifestyle. It means making choices aligned with your values, not societal pressures. Your brain is prone to seeking validation through material possessions. But true wealth is internal. It's about experiences and relationships, not things. By aligning your financial habits with your core values, you cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment. This shift from external validation to internal satisfaction is the essence of quiet wealth. Finally, make adaptability your secret weapon. Financial markets evolve, and so should you. This requires a willingness to adjust and pivot. Your brain clings to familiarity, resisting change. But in quiet wealth, adaptability is strength. It's not about predicting the future. It's about preparing for it. By remaining flexible and responsive, you turn uncertainty into opportunity. In the end, quiet wealth is not a destination but a dynamic journey. Your brain, once a creature of habit, is now a pioneer of financial resilience. Now we arrive at the strategic shift. It's time to implement one sharp behavioral change: automate your savings. This isn't about setting a goal and hoping for the best. It's about creating a system that bypasses the mental bugs we've discussed. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a savings or investment account. The beauty of this protocol is that it removes the decision-making process altogether. Your brain is no longer in charge. The system is. Automating savings ensures consistent growth without the daily battles of willpower and decision fatigue. This single move transforms saving from a conscious effort into an unconscious habit. Let's solidify this shift with a second tactic: the 24-hour rule for purchases. Your brain wants immediate gratification, but this rule forces a pause. When tempted by an impulse buy, wait 24 hours before purchasing. This pause disrupts the autopilot system and activates your analytical brain, allowing rational thought to prevail over emotional impulse. You'll find that many must-have items lose their appeal after a day of consideration. This approach doesn't just save money. It rewires your brain to prioritize long-term goals over short-term desires. You're not just delaying gratification, you're retraining your cognitive response to spending. Now, integrate routine financial check-ins. Schedule a weekly appointment with your finances. This isn't about micromanaging every transaction but gaining a holistic view of your financial health. Your brain tends to avoid complex tasks, but regular check-ins simplify the complexity and reduce anxiety. Use this time to assess spending, review goals, and adjust strategies. These check-ins pivot your financial mindset from reactive to proactive, fostering a sense of control and confidence. You're transforming financial anxiety into financial literacy through consistent engagement. It's time to engage the quiet wealth community. Join groups or forums of like-minded individuals who prioritize financial growth without the noise of consumerism. Your brain is wired for social connection, and by surrounding yourself with others on the same path, you reinforce the principles of quiet wealth. These communities provide support, shared knowledge, and accountability. By engaging, you're not just solidifying your new financial habits. You're weaving them into the fabric of your social life, making them more resilient and sustainable. Here's the final verdict. The art of being quiet wealthy is about transforming financial glitches into your greatest assets. is not about how much you earn, but how effectively you manage what you have. By automating savings, employing the 24-hour rule, conducting regular financial check-ins, and engaging with a supportive community, you're rewriting your financial protocol. This isn't a temporary fix, it's a permanent upgrade. You've debugged the system, turning your brain from a liability into an asset. Congratulations, you've mastered the art of quiet wealth. As the curtain falls, let's make one thing clear. Quiet wealth is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It's a mindset that constantly evaluates and adapts. Your brain, once a chaotic playground of financial impulses, is now a disciplined strategist. It's important to continue nurturing this transformation. This journey requires ongoing maintenance, like tuning an instrument. Regularly revisit your strategies and refine them. Your brain, adept at learning new patterns, will continue to evolve. This isn't just a financial strategy, it's a life philosophy. Let's inject some humor. Remember, the art of being quietly wealthy is the best-kept secret you'll never brag about. It's the quiet ones who often have the most robust financial portfolios. Why? Because they understand that true wealth doesn't need an audience. Your brain, now attuned to this principle, finds satisfaction in the stealthy accumulation of wealth rather than the ostentatious display of it. The irony is delicious, isn't it? You've turned financial modesty into your secret superpower. So what's next? Keep your financial radar active. This means staying informed and educated. Your brain craves novelty, and by feeding it with new financial insights, you prevent complacency. Subscribing to financial news feeds, listening to podcasts, or attending webinars are ways to keep your brain engaged and your strategies sharp. The financial landscape is ever-changing, and your adaptability will be your greatest ally. Your mind, once resistant to change, is now a dynamic force ready to embrace new opportunities. And let's not forget the importance of reflection. Regularly assess your progress and celebrate small victories. Your brain thrives on positive reinforcement. By acknowledging achievements, you reinforce the behaviors that led to them. This isn't about resting on laurels, but recognizing the milestones along your journey. Reflection transforms experience into wisdom. Your brain, once driven by external validation, now finds value in introspection and self-assessment. You're not just accumulating wealth, you're building a legacy of mindful financial practices. Here's the mic drop. Being quiet wealthy is a paradox. It's about having more by needing less. It's about conquering your financial glitches and turning them into strengths. And in the end, it's about realizing that wealth isn't measured by what you have, but by what you can do without. So, while others may chase the noise of wealth, you've mastered the silence. You've found the art in quiet wealth, and that's the ultimate irony. Your brain, once a cacophony of impulses, is now a symphony of strategic intent. Let's delve deeper into the paradox of quiet wealth. It's about the mastery of balance, balancing present enjoyment with future security. Your brain, always leaning toward immediate gratification, needs to be consistently reminded of the bigger picture. This balance is not static. It's a dynamic dance that requires constant adjustment. Think of it like a seesaw, where both sides need attention to maintain equilibrium. When you find this balance, you achieve what seems impossible, thriving in the present while securing the future. Your brain becomes a skilled tightrope walker, adept at navigating the complexities of financial choices. What about the hidden power of small habits? Quiet wealth is built not on grand gestures but on small, consistent actions. Your brain loves habits because they require less energy. This is where the magic happens. By cultivating habits like regular savings, mindful spending, and continuous learning, you build a robust financial foundation. These habits, though small, compound over time, creating significant wealth without fanfare. Your brain shifts from seeing these actions as chores to recognizing them as integral parts of your lifestyle. It's the quiet routine, not the loud ambition, that fuels your financial growth. Let's expose another layer: the role of patience in quiet wealth. Your brain is notoriously impatient, wanting results yesterday. However, quiet wealth thrives on the slow, steady accumulation of assets. It's a marathon, not a sprint. By cultivating patience, you harness a powerful psychological tool. Patience allows you to ride out market fluctuations, avoid panic selling, and make informed decisions. It's the calm in the storm, the steady hand in turbulent times. Your brain, once frantic and restless, learns to appreciate the beauty of slow progress. Patience becomes your silent partner in wealth building. Now, let's consider the impact of gratitude on quiet wealth. Gratitude shifts your brain's focus from scarcity to abundance. It rewires your neural pathways to see wealth not just in terms of money, but in experiences, relationships, and opportunities. By practicing gratitude, you cultivate a mindset that recognizes the richness of your life beyond financial metrics. This mental shift reduces the desire for unnecessary acquisitions and helps you find contentment with what you have. Gratitude is the lens that clarifies what truly matters. Your brain, once fixated on more, learns to appreciate enough. Finally, let's talk about resilience. Quiet wealth isn't just about accumulating assets. It's about building the mental fortitude to withstand financial storms. Your brain, trained to react to crises, must be conditioned to respond with calm and clarity. Resilience is cultivated through adversity, learning from mistakes, and adapting to change. It's the strength to recover from setbacks and continue on your financial journey. By building resilience, you safeguard not just your wealth but your peace of mind. Your brain, once prone to panic, becomes a fortress of stability.